Hello Motoheads, and welcome to some more high-speed low drag racing. Today we're going to talk about the manual transmission, switching over to the manual transmission from the automatic, or maybe just starting brand new with the manual transmission. Honestly, I'm not sure which would be best. Regardless, we're going to do this racing as Cole Davies. No gate picks this week. We're just going to get straight to the racing, and we're going to talk about this manual transmission. We got multiple motos today, so let's get this thing going. We are racing as Cole Davies today because he is my favorite current rider in the 250 West. All right, we're getting revved up and ready to rock here. The gate is down and we are underway. We got a good start. Oh, we had a little glitch there. Oh man, then off the track, ran a dude over just there, and we got a pretty bad start, so we got some making up to do. Alright guys, we're going to talk about this manual transmission, and first and foremost, I'm not the best rider with this thing. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks, so I'm still learning. If you know stuff that I don't, please leave a comment. I'd love to learn from you. And if you're new, I'd love to teach you. I'd love for you to learn. Ow! Oh man. There went the kiwi eggs there. Alright. So as I was saying, I'm new to the manual transmission. Leave a comment if you have any tips that I haven't figured out yet. Basically, when it comes down to it, you want to use manual transmission. It's almost like cheating once you get the hang of it. And in order to switch over, or if you're just going to start with manual transmission, the first thing you want to do is go configure your controller. And basically, the default controller for the manual transmission, you shift up and down using the joysticks when you press down on them. They call that the L3 and the R3 buttons. I don't recommend that. I don't know about other people. Perhaps there are some French supercross racers out there that are into the classical music and the ballet that can gingerly use their joysticks. We're making up some time here, moto heads. Up into 4th place, and the leader is right in front of us. Alright, so anyways, we mash on our controller, we whip the joysticks up and down. A matter of fact, that's number 21 there. That is McLovin. And we abuse our controller. I mean, the controller is lazy-eyed now. We abuse it so much. Anyways, regardless of all that, you want to reconfigure your controller if you have any testosterone. So the way that we got ours set up is our square shift is the downshift button, and the circle is our upshift button. So then you have to switch some other buttons around as well once you do that. So to reset the rider, we use that button for a shifting button, so we had to switch that to another button, and then it took us a little bit. Actually, we're still kind of learning to reset using a different button. And then once you're reset, we're going to get this guy here. We're going to pass him for the lead. Once you come on. Woo! He just took our line. Very cool. I love the close racing. Alright, so once you reset when you go off the track, you got to relearn to get going, because you got to remember to upshift. It starts you off in 1st place, and that's as well as the start of the race. It also starts you off in 1st place. Alright. So you also have to, well, I don't know about other people. I don't know about other people. This race is getting really close here, Motoheads. We're in third place. Just got passed. I thought we had second, maybe first going there for a second, and we might still. Oh. Nope. All right, we're going to continue this manual transmission talk here in the next moto, which is coming right up here. But before that, oh, wow, that guy got took out. All right, we got third place in that moto, not bad. Got a pretty good lap time, but the two guys in front of us were a lot faster. I'm surprised we did that well. Okay, here comes the next moto. All right, Moto Head, the revs are up and the gate is down. Okay, we're still talking about the manual transmission, and I've got I've got one more thing to go over here concerning reconfiguring the controller. And I don't know about other people, but sometimes my hands just go nuts like a berserker barbarian when I'm playing this game. And I accidentally hit the wrong button now and again. And when that happens, it'll show like, I'll either do a stunt or it'll show a different view. It's pretty annoying and pretty messy to look at. So it took me a while, but I figured out how to reconfigure the controller all the way to where that does not happen anymore. It is interesting. It's kind of like a puzzle to figure that out. Okay, let's get into this whole manual transmission, how to work it with the clutch. And if you're new to the game, the clutch is basically kind of like a little boost. Whoa. I really like this track, by the way, but I just messed up my line. So you guys can tell when I hit the clutch button, because every time I do it, if you look down to the right at the speedometer, there's a little red gear that lights up above the speed. And every time I hit the clutch, that is the, I guess it's probably actually a clutch, not a gear, but that's what's lighting up. Oh man, that guy's flipping me off, and then he pointed at me. In the meantime, I'm just going to take first place. Man, I love this track. Did I already say that? Alright, so you can see when I'm hitting the clutch down there on the right hand side, and it's pretty often, it's pretty much every time my wheels hit the ground, every time I come out of a turn, etc., etc. The timing of the clutch is crucial. So even in automatic, you got to hit that clutch at the right time. So when you're shifting, the best time to shift, in my opinion, to generalize, is when you're in the air. You're going to be in second or third gear most of the time on a supercross track. And on this track, right here, we're in third because we want to carry the momentum to sky that huge jump right there. Second gear for the turn. Oh! Immediately upshift to third. And I think I shifted a little early to fourth right there. Now, when to shift? Basically, the game tells you, whoa, this is an awesome race. Alright, to the inside. Oh! Very cool, very cool. So it's pretty obvious when your motorcycle hits the rev limiter. Oh my god, what a race. And when it does do that, it's time to upshift. You've probably upshifted a little bit late. Alright, back into the lead. So if you upshift right after you start to hear it, that's probably perfect. If you upshift right before it's going to happen, that may be even a little better. I'm not really sure yet. Upshifting in the air or downshifting in the air can also be a pretty good idea. Say that you got a lot of speed up, you're in third gear, and you got to double or do a small triple into a turn. You're going to want to downshift to second gear And in second gear, you're going to have a little more control of your bike. In third gear, your bike's going to come into the turn with a little more momentum. So in some cases, I like to go all the way around the turn in third gear. Now right there, I just tripled out of that turn from the inside, and I'm not sure if I could do that. All right, another win for Davies. That's all right. Show a little respect to number 852 there because he's classy. That's Wizard. He's really fun to race. We won that one, obviously. And we got the best lap time in the field. That's all right. Okay, more about the manual transmission. All right, let's get going. Getting anxious. The gate is down. What a jump. That could be from the manual transmission. Whoa! Whoa, that was close. I thought we were going to hit that for sure. It wouldn't have been the first. Wow, that was weird. Ugh. All right, so the more you practice with the manual transmission, obviously the better you're going to get at it. And we don't have much practice in the outdoors, so welcome to our practice right now. This is probably our third national using the manual. All right, so when to shift, that takes a lot of practice. Like you'll come out of a tight supercross turn, and you'll oh my goodness, you'll use second gear to get over a triple jump that comes out of the turn. But then the next triple, you need to be in third gear. Maybe you're not sure. Do you upshift in the air? Sometimes that's the best thing to do. Sometimes you upshift in the air. It lands you perfectly into the little transition, and you pop right over the next quad or triple or whatever it is. And then sometimes you hit that transition in between the jumps, and you're not going that fast, and you bog down in third and you want it to be in second. Or sometimes you'll triple and then you want to downside the triple so you get momentum into the whoops, and you find that it's fastest to land in second gear and hit that clutch button and immediately upshift and then hit that clutch button again. And by the time you're hitting that next turn, you're not used to going that fast and you might overshoot it. So you got to compensate for that in the next lap. So you kind of got to relearn most of the tracks. And, oh man, this is a good race. Okay, so all right, I'm not sure who that is there, number 510. So, like I said, I'm getting faster lap times with the manual, and the more I practice with it, I think those will get even faster. And my consistency has improved as well. And one of the reasons that is because when I come out of a tight turn on the inside, and say there's a small triple or a double that I just got to kind of pop over, I wasn't as consistent using the automatic. I don't know if the automatic shifts while you're trying to get a burst of power. That's probably what's happening. It thinks you want to go to third gear when you don't. But anyways, I can pretty much pop over that double now, like, I don't know, 19 out of 20 times, where before I could do it maybe, I don't know, 7 out of 10 maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating. It's not like I've documented all this and that I've done literal research. I'm just practicing as I go, just like now. Like I said, if you know better than I do, oh, I thought we had that guy. If you know better than I do, please leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. We're trying to improve on this game. I would kind of like to, I would kind of like to race in tournaments one day. However, I don't think I'm fast enough. I mean, worst thing that happens is you don't qualify for the main event. Not a big deal. Try harder next time. And one of the problems with that is you got to jump through a bunch of hoops to be in a tournament, a bunch of technical password, username, follow the link kind of stuff. And I just don't got time for that stuff. We are going to be doing a couple videos here in the near future on what we love about this game. Oh boy! Including this right here. The close racing. When you find somebody your speed, it is awesome. Woohoo! Anywho. Yeah, we're going to be making some more videos on what we like and what can be better. And I think they should have some kind of a quick join tournament with like 15 or 20 minute main events and heat races and LCQs. And I know there's guys doing that out there, but those guys are so fast. I'd love to get a comment from one of them guys on here, and maybe we could learn a little more about this automatic transmission. I thought we were gonna. Okay, no problem. We got this. Just very little gas right there. So, like I was saying, one of the keys to this game is when to hit the clutch, how often to hit the clutch, but it's also when not to hit the gas. You can't just ride around wide open. Another good tip is that when you're in the air, you can hit the brake and it'll bring you down. When you're jumping a jump that you normally over jump a little bit, instead of scrubbing it, just push the right joystick forward. Oh, I totally over jumped that. Ugh. Just push the right joystick forward and it'll drive your bike forward and lower. So maybe you can downside the jump and little bit of a whip there. I'm not going to get crazy with it. Oh, there's this guy doing his flip off. I thought we won that moto, but that was so close. We're not going to dispute that one. All right, moto heads. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned something. And we will see you in the next moto.